Alright, good morning. It's 2:47 on day 146. It's August 27th. And I don't know, the thermometer isn't working, so I'm gonna wake up. Okay, good morning again, folks. It is 3:57 in the morning, 47.4 degrees. Just left camp. I did mosey a little bit from camp as there were at least two other people camping relatively nearby. Didn't want to disturb them, so man, I slept amazing last night. It was just, I don't know, I don't really know how to explain this, but sometimes you get to a campsite and it's just a campsite. Sometimes you get to a campsite and there's sort of like, granted this doesn't happen a ton, but sometimes there's just sort of like bad vibes, like just don't feel great. Last night was one of the good ones where like it just felt right. It just felt good. It felt like there was a good energy about it. I don't know. It just kind of felt like it was going to be a good night, and it was. Slept super peacefully. Not even the tiniest little whisper of a breeze, which doesn't in and of itself determine whether it's going to be a good or bad night, but it was just perfect and deadly calm, super quiet, just super quiet, still night. Really nice. I did wake up with some condensation on my sleeping bag, which was the first time that's happened in months, I think. But I was camped down sort of in a little hollow next to a bit of a knob, so I guess I shouldn't be totally surprised. Nothing terrible. Just a little dampness. And then something really cool happened last night too. I was sleeping, I don't know, I didn't check my watch, but I'd guess it's probably sometime between 12 and 1. So I was totally asleep. And I heard what I thought was thunder. I was like, oh great. Gonna have to close up the tent and get ready for rain. And it was just this, it was like, we don't really have a lot of this kind of thunder back east, but it's pretty common out west, I've noticed. Just this really long, protracted, rolling thunder. Often it starts pretty mellow and then sort of ramps up to a sort of punctuating climax and then resolves almost as lazily as it commenced. And I thought that's what it was, but it wasn't what that was. It just kept this building, rumbling, building. I'm thinking like, what in the world could that be? And I know some of those thunders can last a while, but this one lasted forever. I mean, over a minute. For sure. And it wasn't really building the same way thunder does, and it never hit like a climax like thunder does. Oh, it's raining now. Okay. Whatever. Well, it's funny, I can still see stars. Whatever. Yeah, and so as I'm laying there wondering what in the world that is, especially after it's finally resolved, and it resolved sort of in a very smooth taper, a very mellow taper, it occurred to me, well, we saw that view of atoms yesterday. The only thing I could imagine that was either an avalanche or a rock slide. Something like that. That's really all that noise could have been. So, pretty neat. Sort of occurred to me, I guess a little bit as the sound was still happening. And it kind of occurred to me like, it's gonna be a problem. Should I like jump out of my tent and run up that knob just to try and get some elevation? But I remember from my avalanche books before I got on trail that I was at a safe run out for any sort of avalanche, so I felt pretty good about that. Yeah, just a really cool experience. Anyways, today we got 22 miles before we'll cross into the Goat Rocks Wilderness. It is rocks plural, Goat Rocks Wilderness. And then I'll wind up camping somewhere in the Goat Rocks Wilderness. And I'll be in the Goat Rocks Wilderness for a total of like somewhere around 35 miles. I couldn't quite pin it down exactly. But yeah, so get there in 22, stay in it for 35, which will roll into tomorrow, obviously. And then we'll see what else happens. I don't know. That's all I got. I'm gonna get hiking. I'll talk to you guys later.
I burned out like a wandering ember. I shone bright, then my journey was over. What I sought when I ran was back where I began. No matter the rain, no matter the storm, I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Leave open the gate, don't turn off the light, I'm coming home. Well, I scratched in the dirt for a while. I gained all that I knew for a price. In the end, what I found was nowhere near as nice. No matter the rain, no matter the storm, I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Leave open the gate, don't turn off the light, I'm coming home. Though I fought with my claws and teeth, though I elbowed my way to a seat, there be no kind of peace like you beside me. No matter the rain, no matter the storm, I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Leave open the gate, don't turn off the light, I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Nothing's as it seems in the photo. Nothing is as sweet going solo. Nowhere I can ramble or roam could change my mind, could slow my coming home. No matter the rain, no matter the storm, I'm coming home. Oh, I'm coming home. Leave open the gate, don't turn off the light, I'm coming home. I'm coming home. I'm coming.
It's 5:37, 73.2 degrees. I've made it to home for the night. This is Sheep Lake. Sheep Lake the critter, lake like the lake. Sheep Lake there. Tiny little bit of a spur. I think it was like 34 miles today or something like that. Would have liked to have done just a touch more, but it's fine, whatever. So I think I'm camping about 26 miles or so from Cracker Barrel for tomorrow. And plan will be kind of sleep in just a touch tomorrow. I only got the tiniest little glimmer of a glimpse, tiny little peek at this pass that I'm going to be taking as soon as I break out of here tomorrow. It looked awesome. Looks so cool. Honestly, even before seeing the pass, it still looks pretty cool all around. So, yeah, but I want to be sure to see all that in the daylight. So I don't want to wake up at my normal time and hike the first 2 hours in the dark. So I'll sleep in a little bit, and it means I'll probably get to town, I don't know, 5, 6, 7, something like that, which is later than I'd like, but I don't want to miss anything, so it just kind of is what it is. Aside from that, great day today, feel good. Yeah, not much more to report. Southbounders are slowing down at this point, not seeing so many of them anymore. You know, just the odd smattering here and there, but for the most part it's looking like daytime, like day hiker, weekender, week-long type folks. So there are a couple here right now, a couple of women as well. So we're sharing the campsite with them. Should be great. I'm gonna cook up some dinner, bunk up, process video, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.